Hi, Solitary-chan. How are you? I guess I'm doing well. At least my hand did hurt. It's not hurting anyway. It's just numb. Oh, nice. Uh, let's just fight this boss since I'm here. Bye bye. Huh. Yeah. And the bottom one probably repopped already, so I'm going to check. Yep, repop. Mm, oh, pin. Bye bye. Eh? I prefer to watch it as and when it comes out. So I have my little slice of heaven. And then after that, I can binge watch it again. Because it's so fun. Right? It's not like you can only watch it one time. Okay. Defeat any area boss 2 times. And use chips to unlock password chests 3 times. Okay. Uh, the, Hi, Zephyr-chan. How are you? I'm good. I've been enjoying Spy and Family. Mhm. The conversation with Meryl is always very, very strange. It ends suddenly. Mm, mm. Yeah, it's a strange level. Okay. Then there's nothing I can do to make it not strange. Hmm. Can't wait for Viera to come up. Or Vera. That's 2.0. Okay. The game is very quiet. Okay. Mm, Uh, is it better now? Okay. What toys are you talking about? Uh, Eh? Eh? Ah. Okay, I suck. Finally. Let's go. What is my scooter? I like my scooter. Oh, my China phone. Oh, what's for lunch? I forgot to switch. Switch to DPS. I'm still in tank mode. Oh, nice. Hot pot with rice. Yeah, especially in winter. Sounds so good. What's in the pasta? Oh. Mm. The color is fine. What's wrong with the color? Okay. Why? It's just color. use the mix in like tomato water, take a dry sauce as the pasta cooked. It released the dry sauce, turning the water into the sauce in order to make it a one pot meal. I see. Hmm. Okay. Done. No, that's not weird. That's being savvy. You save water. We. Mm, I love do some recipes. Well, I love to cook, but I can't now. And I am not well versed in pastas. Okay. What happened? Eh? Eh? Hmm, that sucks. Oops. Released the wrong one. Eh? Oh, that sucks. There we go. Hi, Akin-chan. How are you? I got no idea what just happened there. Seems like I fell through the building. There's still some bugs here and there in this game. You're still waking up. Oh yeah, waking up from that. That's not too. Thanks for believing in me, Akin-chan. I'm almost done. Hmm. Hmm. Sesh. done. That's the dailies. I think I completed it within 45 minutes. Let's go get the free doors. I'm getting even faster. I'm not sure. I think it's just the quest today is fun. There's not as much. Oh, it doesn't take as long. Thanks for the hydro and posture check. Oh. So, oops. Thanks for the hit back, Jefferson. Let me grab this door first. Okay. Nice. Okay, all done. Hmm. Daily supply. Okay, Deva-chan, have fun and have a safe ride home. Gonna do some farming. So put it on auto. Nice. Let's take a look at this. Been a while since we watched YouTube videos.
그날은 갑자기 찾아왔지.
I think this is Korean.
한원들은 무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어. 인류는 형편없이 무너져갔네.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지. 전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
황무지 아래 건설한 도시라니. 여긴 무덤인 건가요?
아니, 이곳의 주민들은 에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는 거야. 이대로 간다면 영원한 어둠뿐이지. 이봐, 우리를 도와줘.
조심해! 리스팅되지 않는 네이트고야. 아담, 뒤로 물러나!
100 random. This game looks good.
이 레거시는 믿을 수 없어요. 그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구도 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 거야.
그건 신상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야. 이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
고용리의 천사여, 이번에는 우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
Nice. It looks good, right? It's finally. I mean, the game finally has a proper
Yo,
name.
what's up, everyone? Kiro's here, and
Slater Blade. Interesting. You never heard of it before? It was previously called Project Eve. there was quite a big thing going on forums about it. About some uh eh, some female parts being too in your face. But I find some people just want to make news about all this stupid stuff. It's just the point of view of how the game is. I mean, what for go and make all this big hoo-ha about some female parts in your face? Stupid stuff. Yeah, stupid stuff. How army cooks are trained to feed, huh? 800 soldiers in the field. Oh, let's take a look.
When U.S. Army soldiers are on deployment or running field exercises, they have to eat a lot.
You got this burning right here and no food cooking. Stop.
That's where Army culinary specialists come in.
If a unit goes out to the field, if a unit deploys, well, they've got to eat. So we're going with them.
After completing basic training, future culinary specialists head to Fort Lee, Virginia, to train for 8 weeks, where they'll learn how to cook for up to 800 soldiers in this. It might not look like much now,
Stand clear.
but when it's
That's
fully
a very
assembled,
small.
it has the capability to act as a fully functioning kitchen that can keep troops fed in the most remote of environments.
We went
That's
from
a very
hot
small
stove
kitchen.
grill to a whole freaking kitchen, right?
But before trainees cook for hundreds of hungry soldiers out in the field,
That shit looks like more than 5, doesn't it?
they have to start with the basics.
There you go. Okay.
Some of them don't even know how to turn a stove on.
Insider spent 5
Huh?
days at Fort Lee.
Don't know how to turn a
studying
stove on.
several classes at various stages of training.
One of the main things that I like to tell my soldiers as I'm training them is we don't just provide food, we provide fuel. For those personnel who are on the front line, for the war fighter, fold this side in.
3,000 to 4,000 members of the Army and National Guard graduate every year from the 8-week course.
Better than
which is
MREs.
broken
Yeah,
down
of course.
into 5 sections. First, classroom training on food safety, sanitation, and nutrition. Then, hands-on training in the techniques of cookery, before moving on to baking, cookies, pies, and more. Next, 5 days of cooking in the garrison dining hall. Finally, training culminates outdoors, with a week of cooking in the Army's mobile kitchens. Trainees arrive at Fort Lee with varying levels of cooking experience.
What kind of experience did you have cooking before arriving at Fort Lee?
I cooked a lot with my mother.
I have an associate's degree in culinary arts.
I had no experience at all cooking.
Prior experience is not necessary. One of the awesome things about our job, everything you need to know, we can teach you here.
So the customer ate it, they got sick. That's all it takes.
Training begins in the classroom, with 2 days of instruction in sanitation and nutrition.
The information that trainees learn is to ensure that they're cooking good, nutritious food for the warfighter.
And then they also learn about safety, sanitation, how to prevent infectious disease, how not to transfer and cross-contaminate food, and then how to provide safe meals.
Sanitation is everything. If your people aren't safe and if you aren't safe, then the mission can't be completed.
Trainees are tested at the end of each block of training in the form of a 50-question exam.
We have anywhere from 9 to 15 different diseases that they learn. And then they have to understand what food items they're found in, how do their practices impact their ability to be able to spread those diseases to different customers within those facilities.
You will go to these stations, you will put on your hat, and you'll put on your apron.
Training moves from the classroom to the cooking labs during techniques of cookery.
The techniques of cooking is basically their first introduction to the kitchen. Some of them don't even know how to turn a stove on, so that's where I get to teach them how to use their equipment.
But before they start cooking, trainees need to become familiar with the tools they'll be working with.
This first bend in your finger, this first little knuckle, all right, this is gonna be the furthest point out. So this is gonna be on your knife. It'll be just like this. There's a couple methods that I use. Like
Teach them how to cut.
Sure they tuck their fingertips underneath, because in our field, you kind of need your fingers. You kind of need all of them. Cube is what? Same size all around, right? All right, so.
Trainees get to see instructor demonstrations on how to cook certain foods during their first 4 days in the labs. But they won't have that luxury later on.
Weigh up your beef, put it in your large pot, and you just move on to the next step, okay? They'll come up to front of our stations, and we'll literally show them how to do it step by step, accordance with the recipe card. Then they have the opportunity to go back to their stations and apply what we taught them how to do that product. If you don't have rice in your small pot yet, half a cup of rice, all you have to do is read your recipe cards, guys. That is key.
Oh.
If your beef stew is at a boil, you're gonna put the lid on your beef stew and then turn it down to a simmer. I think in this whole procedure, if you don't understand how to read a recipe card, then you're gonna fail. You have to be able to read it step by step. That way you can learn how to do these things and execute. That looks like more than 5, doesn't it? Jesus. There you go, okay? The hardest thing is probably retaining information, learning the techniques that we teach them, and then applying it. Take your ladle, you don't want to overkill. Make it look nice and neat. Part of your grade is presentation, guys.
Once the trainees have completed their recipe, they bring their finished product to the back of the cooking lab to be graded on presentation, technique, and execution.
We teach them the basics, how to cut, how to slice. We also teach them how to simmer, how to braise, how to saute, and then we teach them about moist heat, dry heat. All those things incorporated get them ready for what is known as a cook-off at the 5th day. Don't stress out. Have fun. Make sure you have your utensils.
This is
During
way
the
chefs
cook-off,
and cook.
trainees have 1 hour to prepare a chef's salad,
That's so
green
useful to
beans
have.
lyonnaise, and spaghetti with a ragu
The
sauce.
better the food
Won't
tastes,
receive a demonstration or
nutritious,
explicit
the
guidance
more
from their
they-
instructor.
the true one really. Yeah, naturally.
Coming in today for cook-off, I was actually excited because I enjoy cooking. That's fun. I was
Yeah.
a little nervous about what to expect. You know, unknown, not knowing. Like,
We eat with our eyes and nose as well.
It was just a whole lot of anxiety, a whole lot of nervous thoughts, and excitement bunched in one cluster.
5 minutes, you got 5 minutes.
Sometimes they are scared because there is a time that they're timed with, and also, you know, it's just stressful. And then you got me watching you around your back and all that stuff.
At the end of the cook-off, the trainees' dishes are graded on a number of criteria. They'll be docked points if items are not cut properly, dishes are undercooked or overcooked, or if their sauce is not the right consistency.
The thing that you did wrong was supposed to be slices, correct? So
I thought when you meant
those are rings.
Oh.
Yeah. But you did good on everything. You overcooked your onions a little bit, okay, and they're a little bit too big, okay? A lot of the students did a lot of things right. The biggest thing is when they do cut-ups. Some of their cuts that they do for these products are either too big. Some things that are wrong is they don't drain all the liquids off of certain individual items. Presentation is important because it's all about eye appeal. So when you go to any restaurant and you serve something outstanding, that's going to show the people that you put your flair into it. You put your own artwork into it. sausage, outstanding, good job. Salad, good presentation, and good cuts, right? So good job. All the trainees passed all their products today. So
Yeah, great cooking school.
they listened to what I had to teach, and they applied it to everything that they plated on their presentation.
And actually preparing it and see actually how you got all this put into one dish. It tastes so good. It puts a lot of pride in your heart.
I'm hungry.
Sure you use your rubber spatula to get all that sugary goodness inside the bowl.
Now armed with a foundation in the techniques of cooking, trainees move on to baking.
Well, you know, everybody has a sweet tooth, but like I say, we're just not feeding soldiers, we're feeding civilians too.
You spent 3 years in cooking school? That's nice.
When you're putting your sweet potato pie mixture in your shell, ensure you do not get it on the edges or it's going to burn. Everybody tracking? Remember, get your butter knife, you will stick it in the center, and then pull out, it should come out clean. So if not, just put it back in there.
But sometimes in techniques of cooking, they have trouble in that, and then they become the best baker in this section because they know they have to pay attention to detail and they can't skip any steps.
Baking is a science, and if you don't pay attention exactly, you're gonna get it wrong.
If we had a conventional oven, yeah, it will be done. But these gas, because the heat is coming from the bottom, it's taking long.
Maybe later.
I've learned a lot with Miss Harrison. She's a great cook, great teacher.
So once your fruit pie and your sweet potato pie, when they're done, I want you to put them both on the same sheet pan. And then we're gonna present it over there by our numbers.
Once again, the trainees' finished products are graded on a number of criteria.
For my custard pie, you guys did a real good job. So the filling looks good, so now my eyes is going to the crust, okay? So that's what's gonna sell me, the crust. Ooh, it's tight. Who's this, number 6, number 2, and number 7 again. You did a good job today.
The baking module of training also ends in a 50-question exam and bake-off. But for now, trainees get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. The Garrison Operations module of training is a culmination of everything the trainees have learned so far.
It's the first glimpse of what they will see once they get to their actual unit after they graduate.
Trainees spend 5 days cooking in an actual Garrison kitchen at Fort Lee, preparing a variety of food. We observed one platoon of trainees over the course of several mornings, which starts at 0500 with what's called a cook's mount.
It's accountability for everyone that's supposed to be on the shift. And we're checking for the hair, we're checking to make sure that it's nice, neat, we're checking for nail length, we're checking to make sure that there's no abrasions or make sure that they're not sick.
Once the trainees pass their daily inspection, they start preparing breakfast.
French toast.
Cinnamon rolls upstairs in small quantity bacon. You're making it the same way.
Operations are a lot more thorough than what I had expected it to be. Everybody is assigned to their own station and position, and whatever doesn't get done in the end, we pick up the slack and as a team and work together to ensure that food gets handled out in an orderly manner.
Slice the entire ham up, cut it off, then you remove the ham, right, and you put it into your third pan, okay? For the first couple of days, I look for them to be sort of confused. They don't know where things are. They don't know how to turn on certain equipments and things of that nature. You want to kind of make it in a straight line, right, and then remember which ones you laid down first, right? Come Thursday and Friday, then that's when the instructors typically take a step back, and then we kind of let them operate on their own so we can see if they're grasping the information.
French toast with some cinnamon. Nice.
Even though it was stressful, it was really like hands-on, and you got to like learn and experience a lot more things, and you got to make more like meals, prepare dishes for like other people to eat, not just yourself and your platoon.
Thank you very much.
Trainees head outside for the 5th and final module of training, which is focused on field cooking operations.
So you're going to alternate your meat between here and here. You know what I mean?
The equipment that we teach here at Field Operations Training Branch, that's the equipment that we use in the operational force.
But before they can start cooking in the mobile kitchens,
On lift, everybody raise it up. Ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, on lift.
they have to learn how to build them.
Let me get 4 up there. Everybody else down here on the ground. So the mobile kitchen trailer, we can use that when we got up to 300 personnel to feed 3 times a day and in basically any environment. Take a mental note of where everything is, all right? Because that's how we're going to pack it back up.
In addition to the mobile kitchen trailer, trainees are taught how to build and operate the Army's Containerized Kitchen, or CK.
The containerized kitchen, that is our largest field feeding platform. We're going to use our containerized kitchen more often in a situation where we've built up some infrastructure. We have the capacity to feed 800 personnel. And with our capacity to feed more people, we can bring more people in to support that area, to defend that area, and to accomplish those missions.
Watch your head, watch your head, watch your head, watch your head. The process of setting up the CK is very challenging because there's a lot of big moving parts. You got to watch out for your battle buddies because there's a lot
I
of
don't
things that's
understand.
unfolding
Sorry,
and
Teresa.
spreading out on the CK.
With the last sentence you said.
Over the course of 2 weeks, trainees have to pass a 50-question exam and demonstrate proficiency with each piece of equipment.
We went from
Sometimes I wonder if you.
whole freaking kitchen, right?
Y'all made that with love, huh? Y'all made that with love. They look good.
The final week of training is spent
Just
cooking
wish
in
your
mobile
body could
kitchens,
process eggs
and not
better.
just for themselves.
We have up
Okay.
to 300 or 400 personnel out here on the grounds. They're going to break down their meals. They're going to identify how many personnel they're actually feeding, and then they're going to actually prepare meals for everybody at FOTB, not just their group.
I specifically told nobody to turn on the MBU without my eyes on it. You got this burning right here and no food cooking. Stop. Put them on there. Again, nobody will turn on any MBUs without me visually looking at you.
Learning in the mobile kitchen, it's been challenging because it's different. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of things that you have to take in consideration.
The aspect that I do enjoy the most in the mobile kitchen is the closeness I get with my battle buddies. I could just be like, okay, here's this, put this to the side for a minute, help them out, cool, spin around, help the next person, go back to what I'm doing. Like, we work as a team.
1 full scoop of oatmeal, 1 full scoop of potato, and 1 of these.
In my experience, their response to utilizing the equipment is by far and away positive. They like learning and they like seeing the fruits of their labor.
When we go to the field, soldiers are tired, they're running through missions, they're running through lanes, and then when they see you, it's almost like they're not tired no more because they got food, they got nice, hot chow, and it's just the most motivating thing.
According to Fort
There's
Lee,
a lot of
about
food.
95% of trainees who start the course are able to graduate. Once they do, they'll be assigned to their next unit, either domestically or at one of the hundreds of Army bases around the world.
Training here has been an experience. It's been fun. I learned a lot of new things, cooked in a lot of different elements and environments and stuff like that. So it's been great.
This job is not lower than any other job that's in the military. It's just as hard as any other job out there. What I think about food is morale. When they come out of the field doing, crazy things out there, and they have a good meal, hot meal, then it makes them just happy and gives them more energy and they're able to accomplish their mission.
Is the meat in there?
Yes, chicken. Chicken burritos.
Okay. Different trade pass. Yeah, I guess so. Well, let me look for someone to read. Hmm? Okay. Oh, okay. Is she or he on? What's his name? $19. Okay. Well, let's go read this new person. Thanks for the follow and the chat. Hope you enjoy your stay here, but we're about to raid someone else. Okay. Hope you enjoy the raid. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Oh no, we got incoming. Oh, hello, hello.